Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of January 10th. Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not do personal readings, so please do not get scammed. If you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please keep that in mind. And I do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if you'd like to get to know me more, you can give me a follow there. But I decided we're going to do a Celtic cross here for this week to mix it up a little bit. So a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. And so if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. I have noticed more of you are subscribing now that I've said that, but please do consider doing that. If you are just watching me for the first time, that would also be helpful as well. So let me make sure everything is in view here. Also, welcome. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. I'm hoping this year is going to be amazing. So I think that looks just about good enough to me. If you watch my videos before, you know I like to sort of get set up before I get started. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Nine of Swords. So this is a really nice card. It's not a really nice card to find, actually. It's just something I say, but this is a challenging card to find, and that's okay because one card never makes a reading in a tarot reading, and you have primarily extremely positive cards here. But this is a challenging card because this person here on the card is sort of having a nightmare. Okay, they're sitting in fear right now, and this is one of the high stress cards, Scorpio. And so I do wonder if some of you are maybe needing to do something to regulate yourself, regulate your energy, do something like this at this time with this Nine of Swords showing up. And you know, on another level, some of you may be turning a mountain into a molehill. Okay, as you see these nine swords. This person here in the bed thinks that these nine swords are going to come down and hit them, but they never actually do. And so it talks about making something out to be a lot worse than it actually is, letting fears guide you instead of allowing your intuition to guide you. And so take note of the messages that are coming in here in your dreams. Also take note of your stress levels here, I think, as well in this week to see what may be triggering that for you. So we'll put that right here and we'll get right into this. So in your current situation, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting here is there is something called eustress, which is good stress. There are at least two different types of stress. And the fact that we have this Ace of Pentacles here could indicate to me that some of you are having good stress in your life, and perhaps there are just changes happening. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles can indicate you potentially taking a new offer or getting a new start in the material world. Okay, some of you may be starting a new job here, or starting a new, getting a new contract, doing something new with your financial situation in some ways. You know, for some of you, this could be this is a card that's heavily associated with paperwork, contracts, documents, signing of paperwork. And think about the times in life where you have to do those things. Getting a new apartment, getting a new car, getting a new job, you know, having to spend the first few days with HR, human resources, or whatever it may be, right? So this is talking about new beginnings in the material that are ultimately good, but it can be that sort of, kind of eustress. It's like, oh man, I have to deal with this, but it's ultimately leading to a good thing, right? And so there's a new beginning here. In your problem situation, you have the Nine of Wands. So the problem here is that you want to give up, potentially, or you're frustrated. You might also be exhausted. Okay, so we have these nines repeating with the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So nines in the tarot mean that you're at the precipice. You're almost there. And especially with the Nine of Wands, this card indicates that you're like sitting at the finish line. Okay, this person does not realize how close they are to completing their task. And so the worst thing this person could do is give up. Now, there could also be something that's frustrating you. Okay, that is a card of frustration potentially, but I'm getting the sense of you being exhausted by some sort of new start. But again, this new start is ultimately very good for you, is what I feel. Now, in the past, you have the World. This is the completion of a cycle, all right? This is a powerful card. Recently, you have connected on something. This is a card that represents going through the entire major arcana. You've completed your hero's journey, Scorpio. And now you are given some sort of reward at the end of the completion of this cycle, with the World showing up. Okay? And along with that is Saturn energy. It's a sort of coming of age energy. And, this says that, yes, one chapter has ended here in the past for you, but there's a new beginning with that. I need to be clear. This is a very good card. It's a good chapter that's ending. Again, I'm seeing here, and even when I started this reading out, I said this is a good card to find, even though it's not. Intuitively, I feel like you're just dealing with not just new beginnings, but the stress and the anxiety and the angst that comes along with starting something new. Like, I'm getting this energy of like, the first day on the job, or, if you did like sports or something growing up, it's like the pre-game jitters, or, whatever it is that you do, like you're just a little bit, there's angst energy here, but ultimately it's a good thing. Hopefully that's making sense. Now, in the future, you do have this Three of Swords, which is interesting because this is a heartbreaking situation. This can represent divorce, breakup, or anything like that. But I always like to say this could be anything that breaks your heart. And so that can mean any area of your life, friends betraying you, or just a conversation that doesn't go well, or, something like this. It's not immediately clear to me what's going on with this Three of Swords in the future. What could be going on here is you're dealing with very good, there is a new beginning, and that could involve the end of a relationship, right? So that could certainly be the new beginning that's happening here. But at the same time, it's almost like I do feel like some of you are dealing with really nice material situations, and then on another level, you're also dealing with like an emotional situation as well. There is healing in the future here, and I'll get into why. But now, on your conscious awareness, on your mind here, you have the Page of Pentacles. You're thinking about this new offer. Okay, this is an offer or news coming into your life. This can represent good news generally. Page of Pentacles, more broadly, out of all of the pages, indicates that your prospects right now are good in your life. This can typically mean in material situations, such as, financial offers, things along those lines. And, but it just says that your prospects are looking up at this time, I feel. So whatever that may be, you do definitely have a nice combination of good prospects here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Now, this Page of Pentacles can also indicate an aspect or a facet of yourself. You could be taking a studious or academic approach to something in your life. Okay, you could be doing a sort of being diligent around something. And so some of you are maybe just, it's like there's a lot going on in your mind, but at the same time, these are all good things. I keep saying that, but that's what I'm getting. So in the subconscious or the unknown or the hidden, the way that you're talking to yourself, you have the Two of Cups. So here's where this is getting interesting here, because the Two of Cups is my favorite romance card, but to see it with the Three of Swords, definitely not something I love to see. Two of Cups is like your perfect partner, your perfect union with another person. It's a soul bond. It's two souls meeting up in this lifetime, whatever label you want to give it. It can talk about business relationships as well. And just partnerships and relationships in general should get a boost or an increase when you see the Two of Cups. The problem is in the tarot, you have to take everything into consideration, and you have this Three of Swords in the future. So I want to see what else comes forward when we take these three clarifiers here, and see what clues may indicate there, because it's not clear. It's maybe that some of you have a relationship situation on your subconscious level that may be even coming through in dreams, because dreams are your subconscious state. And but at the same time, you're dealing with these other good things in your life. So moving along here in your staff, in the direction that you're headed, where you are influencing the situation, this card represents your current influence. You have the Empress. So the Empress is fertility, nurturing. It is prosperity and abundance, because it is the planet of Venus. And, this is growth energy. And so it's seen as the most abundant card in the tarot. So it's a very good sign when you get the Empress. It's also, in this case, telling you to take care of yourself, Scorpio. Can be a card of nurturing yourself, doing something for yourself, whatever that may be. Getting a massage, going to a movie, whatever it may be, doing yoga, working out, exercise, whatever it is for you. With this energy, do something to help regulate your energy at this time. I think that's pretty important based on the cards here and the energy that I'm reading. So you also hear in your external influence, what's happening outside of you, you have luck. Luck is on your side, okay? It's so good to get this card in the external spot because you can't control luck. Luck just is. And that's what the external spot is. It just is something that you can't control. The Wheel of the Fortune here in this spot is telling you that the wheel of your destiny is spinning. And right now, your prospects are like extremely good in whatever situation you find yourself in, with the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, after having completed a chapter, the old you making way for the new you here. And, this is saying that if something comes in here for you, you'll want to take advantage because the Wheel of Fortune continues spinning. That's the thing that some people get lost with the Wheel of Fortune, is it does keep spinning. And so you want to make sure you take advantage. Now, in your hopes and fears, you're hoping for healing. Another nice card of healing here. For me, this is my favorite healing card in the tarot because this person is sitting in healing waters of renewal. And it also says that there's hope and optimism for the future. And so, this in the thoughts row or the fears spot is really telling you to take note of your thoughts. Are they optimistic? Are they negative? Okay, there's a big difference between being negative and being realistic. Being realistic is important. Being grounded and having and being honest about a situation is important, but being overly negative is not going to help you. The Star also says that a wish is being granted. And so it's a very good card, but it's a big card of healing. And with this Three of Swords, you're healing from this heartbreak here, whatever form that may take for you. It takes different shapes for everybody. Now, lastly, in your outcome, you have the Queen of Cups. This is interesting. This is the second most intuitive card in the tarot. So you're getting intuitive messages here. I think for some of you, they're going to come through dreams. Scorpio, you dive deep here in the water as a Scorpio sign. You may already be somebody who gets pretty intense dreams. I do feel like that's going to pick up. I would take note of them. The Queen of Cups here, though, it can refer to a therapist or somebody in the helping professions. It can also be anything that's therapeutic, like a trusted friend or ally in your life who may stay on the phone for you for hours and talk with you for hours, help you through a situation. It can be anything that's therapeutic in your life. And again, if this is an aspect of you with the Empress, this is really telling you to take care of yourself. This is strong feminine energy. Nurture yourself. Don't force things at this time. And that could be very helpful for you. So let's go ahead and start to clarify. All right, let's see what we have here for you. Okay, you have the Strength card. Very nice energy. This is Leo energy. So this talks about you standing strong in your convictions, in your knowingness, in what you know to be true. And to most importantly, be a courageous person. It's also talking about power. It is the number 8. If you flip the number 8 on its side, you get the infinity symbol. And so we're talking about power here. Infinite strength with the Strength card. Further, this can be the energy of energy. And so when I get the Strength card, it can say that there's an energetic release happening here in the future. Some of you want to take note of I would say just to be careful of being of any sort of overly emotional situation right now that may be coming into your life. Now you also have amazing energy here with these two cards, with the Page of Wands and the Six of Wands. So I didn't get much messages here with the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. What I see here for you is prospects on prospects for you, okay? Because the Page of Pentacles talks about that energy, but the Page of Wands is the page that you want if you're looking for a job offer. Page of Pentacles can be anything in the material. Wands is the suit of enterprise in business and career. This signals offers of jobs, of maybe contracts, of something like a new gig or something that you're getting here, Scorpio, with this Page of Wands. it's talking about, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands are very similar, and they both can indicate good news coming in. The Six of Wands talks about you exceeding expectations. It's public recognition. It's victory. It's success. It's an incredibly good card. It's the second win in the suit of Wands, so it's a pretty big win for yourself there. And yeah, I mean, so let's see what else we get here, because I think what's going on for you is like career success, material success, and also having to deal with something to do with another person or a partnership in your life in whatever form that may take. Now, you had a bunch of cards that wanted to come out. I guess we're going to take all of them. So we'll try to read them 3 at a time here. So you have, okay, perfect timing, yes, and choose a new direction. So you are absolutely taking a job offer for many of you. Many of you are taking a job offer here. And you know, this is something that you're moving on. You have let go and get more information. Okay, some of you are letting go of a person with the Two of Cups for sure, and reconsider in the near future. There's a partnership change here. Okay, some of you are going through partnership changes. That is for sure in this reading. And on the other end, some of you are taking something, okay? And like, it's a good taking. The yes with the exclamation point is an emphatic yes. It's a big yes. It's an absolutely yes. And this is coming in pretty soon. Now, it also, there's an element of luck here on this reading with perfect timing in the Wheel of Fortune in the external situation. On your emotional relationship front, you're letting go, okay? There's something that I feel like you need to move on from, and you know that. I can't tell you what to do, but that's what I'm getting. So you have imprisonment, house, bad health, child, message of concern. Okay, interesting. So there's the health of a relationship here. Also, you know, with bad health and the star, that's definitely a good indicator of healing. If you've been nursing an injury or an illness, or maybe somebody around you has, especially with the Queen of Cups and the Empress. For you, I feel like healing is going to come through like taking time to do things that you enjoy doing, and like really cutting out the noise of other people at this moment. And yeah, I think that could be extremely helpful for you. Some of you are delivering the bad news with message of concern. Others of you, this prospect situation is relating to real estate, which would be associated with the Page of Pentacles. For others of you, it's maybe something else, but it's interesting with imprisonment and child. Some of you may be working through dream-related. A lot of the time, our childhood trauma or our childhood experiences come through in dreams. And with imprisonment and child, some of you are working through ancestral karma, ancestral situations here. Distant horizons, good times ahead. So, and message, yeah, somebody's getting offers here. There are tons of offers coming in with 2 pages. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Also check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.